Good morning everyone, it's Nicole from the Physio Crew. So, a bit bleary-eyed this morning. We did a long training day in Bristol. Yesterday got the footkeeper sorted, inducted Ellen and did a bit of work with Camille and did some training. So some of our patients had 3 physios in with them, so I'm sure that was quite intense. But we learnt loads of information. It was really interesting. There's one particular guy who I wanted to share his experience because I thought it might help some of you guys. So one of the reasons that people don't recover from injury as well as they could, or even fail to get started, is because there's a lack of certainty in what the right thing to do is. So they'll have a little look on Google, they'll ask friends who may not necessarily have had the same type of problem. For example, if we take Achilles tendinopathy, even if you have friends that are runners, it might not be, it might be a different type of tendinopathy, insertional versus mid portion. They could have got it on hill sprints, whereas someone else it may be much more to do with long distance. So there's a lot of variables. And people get very, very stuck in the details. So this particular chap, he'd seen a lot of different healthcare professionals, and he was very fixated on trying to change his biomechanics, but also trying to change his foot position and perhaps some things that he wouldn't be able to change just because of the makeup of his particular bone structure. And I said to him, I was like, hang on a minute, our goals are to get you functioning doing his particular sport. And I said, so he was like, yeah, but I just want my foot to be straight. And I said, well, your foot hasn't been straight since you were a kid. So the likelihood of your foot being straight again, when it's always been like that and it's equal left to right, it could be just a structural change of the way that the bone is rotated. So I said to him, don't get worried about the foot position. What we need to do is focus on the goal of making you feel really good and not feeling tired and exhausted and painful and tight following the sport that you're doing. And we actually had a little look because we got quite, with other clinicians, he got quite focused on correcting little small things. Yet when you looked at the bigger picture, you know, he's doing 3 to 4 hours of sport a week, and he's doing some training, but it's not sport specific training. So I said to him, right, okay, so what we need to do then is really focus on the main goal, and let's not get too bogged down in the little details of it. Leave that to the experts. We'll tell you what the right thing to do is to get you to the goal that you need, but don't get focused on, oh, my foot has to be exactly here. And actually, as healthcare professionals, we probably are the problem to this, because we do get focused. I do the analogy of the tennis, the girl learning to play tennis. I'll do that one in a sec actually, because that's really, really useful. But we are looking to try and be specific with which muscle we're stimulating, which one, how we're strengthening, and in what way we're strengthening. But at the same time, we don't want you to get too hyper focused. So I think as clinicians, we have to try and help you to see that your focus is the big picture, and then let the physios worry about the details. All right, everybody, have a lovely day. If this has been useful for you, please share across social media. You help the practice grow every time you do so. If you like the Facebook page, that would be fantastic. And we're across YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and what's the other one? Instagram. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.